purpose of this video is to show you some of the similarities that the elementary online courses or hybrids have with each other, and also some of the differences that make them unique. So let's start with the homepage, where I'm signed in right now as Johnny Tester. He's a student, and these are the courses that Johnny is registered in. As a teacher, you would also see the courses that you have here. So everybody's will look much the same. But let's just look in one of Johnny Tester's courses. He's taking Math 7. And here's one of the similarities that you're going to notice, is that all of the elementary courses have a banner at the top that gives you the grade level, the subject title, and they have the round icons that help you navigate the rest. Everything else is underneath. And you can see if I scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. Right now you're getting overwhelmed. Your students getting overwhelmed. They're like, I have to do all of this. Oh my gosh. So that's why we use some of these icons. If you click, let's say, patterns and relations, for example, it takes you only to that unit. And that's a little more easy to digest, that this is what we're doing. And in the math has books where you have the readings, the games, online games, interactivity, things like that. And then the assignments follow in order. Then a quiz, another book, another something to learn. Then an assignment that they can show their work. And again, now you can notice this assignment has darker print than this one. That means this assignment they can take right now. This assignment is on selective release. It won't open up unless the assignment in front of it has been opened. And the quiz won't open up unless this assignment has been opened. It just helps the students to know that they have to go in order, because one thing builds on another, especially in math classes. So they can't jump right down to recognizing linear patterns and then go back. So that's why it looks like that. So there's all of the units there. An exit survey at the very bottom. It's just a link to a really quick, like, how was your course? Did you find it useful? That kind of thing. It's just at the bottom of all of the cyber school courses. So that was a quick look at the math. English language arts, Johnny is also in his ELA 6, same banner, same round icons to help you navigate. But this one, if you scroll down, you can see that the topics are collapsed, and it gives you the summary of what's inside each one, as long as how long they expect it to take. So if we actually do just click on Unit 1, Unit 1 opens up. And the first little bit in the ELA 6 is stuff you're going to need, so stuff that you've expected students to either have or review. Maybe they don't know the elements of the story, so this might be a place to start. There's some objectives and an overview of what this unit in particular covers, and then into the work. So this section here should take about 2 weeks. There's an assignment, reading, a little poem to read, a book that has different cartoons, a forum where students can post their thoughts, things like that. So the ELA has the 5 sample units. The assignments and quizzes that are in there also lined up in a separate spot, but these ones are the ones that we just saw right here. So, there's an assignment right there. It would also just show up in a big list. The charts and templates are things if you need to photocopy, a Venn diagram, for example. And at the very bottom is a spelling program that is, immersed in the class as well, but it's there in one section in case you want to work just on a spelling program for a while. So that was ELA 6. Science, all the sciences are going to look very similar. They, again, same banner, same icons. Sciences, they have the 4 units for that grade level across the top. The media galleries, if I just click on the media galleries, you can see it's blank. In this one, it's left blank in case you want to add in some of your students' work. So if you've got a great cell diagram, or you've done a project, you've taken pictures of your students, or they've done videos, you can insert them into some of these areas here and use them as exemplars for future students. Or I know in the social studies, they're in one of the media galleries, it's using maps, like just a resource for how different things can be used. In the units, you can see they've got books, and within each one of the books, there are links to the assignments, quizzes, exams in these books. But what also happens is here, the assignments and quizzes and exams are also lined up so you can just access them all by themselves. You don't have to go into the book to find the assignment. And there's the exit survey. Social studies. You can see I've changed, I've logged in as a teacher now, and you can see there's a button here that's turn editing on. Teachers get that button. If we go back to Johnny, students don't get that button. So as a teacher, this is where you turn your editing on, and then you can make all the changes we've talked about. So here is what social studies grade 5 looks like. Very similar to social, or science, I mean. The 4 units of study across the top, the media galleries, assignment, quizzes, and exams that are also in the books, and the exit survey. So there's what it looks like when you're scrolling. So dynamic relationships, about 13 weeks, give or take. And 3 different books to study. In each book there are chapters, and the chapters have the videos and assignments at the bottom. There's a quiz at the bottom of this one about map terms. I'll get back out of here. And finally, the religion courses. Again, I'm a teacher. I've got the editing button here. The grade 6 religion starts with the general information tab, and then they have 4 sections, 4 units of study: scripture, prayer and sacraments, faith development, Christian identity. The religion courses have also put in a service hours, much like the high schools have been doing. There's an exit survey and contributors, people that helped make the courses. So there are the units. There's scripture, prayer and sacraments, faith development, Christian identity, the service hours. Well, you can see the log is grayed out, so that means that you have access to this. The students can't see it. And then there's a teacher resource section for Christian ethics. That's all grayed. It's all hidden from your students. They don't have access to these. And it doesn't even show up here. It should be right here, but it's not, because it's for teachers. So that's a quick overview of what the elementary courses look like. So you can see they look similar to each other, but each one has its own personality, and hopefully you find them easy to navigate after you get in there and start playing.